Hey everyone, I'm a little bit behind on my Christmas gifts to several of my friends, and I totally apologize. I'm one of those late starters, and I've been sick for the several couple of days now, and I wasn't really much into the scrapping mood, so it kind of delayed me on completing some of my projects, but I completed one of them. So this one is for my good friend Regina. I wanted to make this one really special for her. So let me just quickly show you what I made. This is actually an accordion mini album, but I didn't make a mini album for her. I actually made an accordion, which spells out her name. Hope you guys can all see that she can display on her desk. So it goes like that. I'm sure you can see the N. And I'll go through each of the page individually, how I put it together. So it looks like that. So let me just quickly show you. This is basically just a chipboard accordion mini album. And it fit perfectly her name, because there were 6 pages and there were 6 letters in her name, so it was perfect. So let me quickly show you what I did. So for the letter R, well, all the letters, basically, I use the Tim Holtz alphabet Grange board. And so for the letter R, to create this page, what I did was, this design paper collection is a Prima collection paper that I've had, and I didn't really actually want to touch it because it was such a pretty collection. But when I was going through my papers, it was perfect for Regina, so I had to use this collection for her. So I hope she likes it. And the majority of everything that's on here is either Prima or Tim Holtz, because those are my 2 favorites. So let me quickly show you what I did. So for the letter R, there's a couple of techniques that I did to create this. So basically, first I ran it through my Sizzix French script embossing folder, and I used my Cuttlebug. Amazing, I haven't used that thing in such a long time, so it was pretty nice to take that off the shelf. So I ran it through my Cuttlebug, and then I distressed over it with the tea dye, distressing ink, and then edged it with aged mahogany, and then edged it with the walnut stain. And then after I did that, then I sprayed it over with the Old Lace Glimmer Mist, and then I went over it with the Rock Candy Stickles, and that's how I was able to get it to look like that. And I like the way it came out. And then all the pages, my favorite, I edged it, and then I edged it with the Vintage Photo Distress ink, and then I sprayed each of them with the Old Lace Glimmer Mist. And then here's some Prima Bling, some Prima Flower. Here are some, it's like some jeweled pearls, and then I added some of that pearl mixative on top of it. Here's one of my flowers that I did a video on, and add 2 pearls inside, some more Prima Flower, and then some more of the Prima Bling. It's my favorite page. And then the second page, for the letter E, I embossed this chandelier in some clear embossing powder. I'm not sure if you could see that. It's a really pretty chandelier stamp. And then the letter E, I basically distressed it with the worn lipstick, and then edged it with the walnut stain, and then sprayed over it with the Sherbet Glimmer Mist, and then went over it with the Rock Candy Stickles. And that's how I got that color. And then here's some Prima Lace. Here's some leaves from a Sizzix die. And then I Glimmer Mist over that with the Olive Vine. And then this is the Collage Prima Flower. And then some pink Prima Bling. And then for the letter G, same technique I did with the letter R, except this one's the shade is a little bit lighter. I just wanted to make it just a little bit different. And I'm not sure if you could see the entire flower, the whole edging of the petals, I added the crackle accent. Not sure you could see that. So I did it to the entire page, wherever the flower was. And then for the letter I, this is the elegant frame, which I added a thin piece of chipboard and then added the design paper on top, ran it through my Swiss dots embossing folder, and then I sanded the dots so that's how it appeared white, and then I added glossy accent to each one of those dots. And then the letter I is the same technique as the letter E. And then this flower I hand cut it from the design paper, and then added the rock candy stickles on top of it. So it looks like that. And then for the letter N, my favorite technique, every other polka dot I add glossy accent. And the letter N, same technique as the R and the G. And then this is that really pretty lace ribbon, leaf ribbon that I got at Green Tangerine. And then this is my bird Sizzix die. So I basically ran the bird with the Swiss dot embossing folder. And then I distressed it with the scattered straw and then edged it with the broken china. Added some feather and some bling, and then a black bling for the eye. And then for the letter A, I added some glossy accent in the center of the flowers. Added some Prima bling. And then on the Prima flower, I painted over each of the petals with the crystal stickles. And then added some Prima heart bling. Like that. And also on the bottom here. So that's her little name display. I thought I wanted to make something a little bit different than a mini album for her. She can display this in her room, on her shelf. And then the backing, I added design paper on the backing, but I didn't do anything to it. I'm going to actually give her a little goodie bag to fill in her photos of herself, because this is all about her. And then she can decorate it as she likes. Because when you add photos, it's a little, it changes, you know, everything. Because, like for me, when I add photos, I start embellishing on top of my photos. So that's why I left it a little simple for her to decorate. I love this page because it says sweet on it. She's very sweet. And so she can decorate that. I went ahead and edged all the pages and then edged it with vintage photo distressing. So she can place her photos there. And a lot of times, you know, some people may not want to put a big photo, or they might want to put a smaller photo, and that's another reason why I just left it, so she could do it herself. So I hope you like it, Regina. I know it's sorry, it's a little bit late. I'm a little bit behind on my Christmas projects to everyone, so I hope you like it. I had a great time making it. Of course, Tim Holtz, Prima, my favorites, and Glimmer Mist. So, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.